Hey guys, this is Andy, and today we're going to work on the second reading passage of the first practice SAT on the CollegeBoard website. Alright, now let's begin. I'll let you guys read through this a bit. I'm just going to scroll down and up a bit. The reading should take about 2 to 3 minutes max, or a little bit more if you want to, but try not to. Alright, let's just go to the questions. Alright, number 11. The author most likely used the examples in line 1 to 9 of the passage every to showers to highlight the A. Regularity with which people shop for gifts. B. Recent increase in the amount of money spent on gifts. C. Anxiety gift shopping causes for consumers. Or D. Number of special occasions involving gift giving. Alright, let's look at 1 to 9. Okay. So for this one, we know that it's A because it talks about the regularity, and in line 5 to 9, we get a lot of events where people buy gifts. So we know it's A, and we know it's not B because we don't have evidence for recent increase. It just talks about they spent over 30 billion, but no recent increase. And C, anxiety. We have no evidence for anxiety in lines 1 to 9. We do later on, but not here. And D, number of special occasions involving gift giving. This is a trick one, but we know that this isn't right because the whole point of 1 to 9 isn't just focused on the number of special occasions. Alright, let's do number 12. In line 10, the word ambivalent most nearly means, let's see line 10. This frequent experience of gift giving can engender ambivalent feelings in gift givers. Many relish, at the same time, many dread. Okay, so for this one, we know it's conflicted because we see that many relish it and dread it at the same time. So we have two conflicting feelings. And A and C and D aren't right because we don't have evidence for those. And number 13, the author indicate that people value gift giving because they feel it A. Functions as a form of self-expression. B. Is an expensive way to show appreciation. C. Requires the gift recipient to reciprocate. And D. Can serve to strengthen a relationship. Okay, first of all, we know that A isn't right because although in line 33 it talks about they're subject to egocentrism, we don't have evidence that it uh, functions as a form of self-expression. And B is an inexpensive way to show appreciation. We know that this isn't right. This is expensive. Where's the expensive part? $100 when only about to spend 80. Buying gifts is expensive. C requires the gift recipient to reciprocate. We don't have evidence for required, so this isn't correct. And D can serve to strengthen a relationship. This is correct because in line 10-13 it says many relish the opportunity to buy presents because gift giving offers a powerful means to build stronger bonds with one's closest peers. So we know that this is correct because it's connected to 10 to 13. So number 13 would be D and number 14 would be A. And number 15, the social psychologist mentioned in paragraph 2, lines 17 to 34, would likely describe the deadweight loss phenomenon as predictable, questionable, disturbing, or unprecedented. Let's see lines 17 to 34. It's right here. And alright, so for this one, we know that it's A, predictable, because if you see in line 30 to 31, it says that in itself is not surprising to social psychologists. So it's not surprising, which is predictable. Alright, number 16. The passage indicates that the assumption made by gift givers in line 41 to 44 may be insincere, unreasonable, incorrect, or substantiated. Alright, let's look in line 41 to 44. The gift givers equate how much they spend with how much recipients will appreciate the gift. The more expensive the gift, the more stronger a gift recipient's feeling of appreciation. Okay, for this one, we know that it's not insincere because they're giving gifts. It's not unreasonable because gift givers have a reason for this. It's just that the reason isn't right. So that's why we know that it's incorrect, and it's not substantiated either because we have no evidence for this. And incorrect is connected with it's either 53 to 55, 55 to 60, 63 to 65, or 75 to 78. Alright, let's look at 53 to 55. Um, Perhaps givers believe that bigger gifts convey stronger signals of thoughtfulness and consideration, or according to right there, or 63 to 65, which is as for gifts recipients, they may not construe smaller and larger gifts as representing smaller and larger signals of thoughtfulness and consideration. We know that this is correct because um, this is comparing the different perspectives of the gift recipient and the gift giver, and we know that the assumption made by the gift givers is incorrect. So that's why we know that 63 to 65 is the answer. Number 18, as it is used in line 54, convey most nearly means transport, counteract, exchange, or communicate. Alright, let's look at 54. Um, Perhaps gift givers believe that bigger gifts convey stronger signals. So it's like you communicate signals, like it's like talking, it's like telling. So we know that the answer is communicate. The author referred to the work by Kammerer and others in line 54, 56 in order to offer an explanation, introduce an argument, question the motive, or support a conclusion. Alright, let's look at line 56. According to Cameron and others, gift giving represents blah blah blah. We have all that, so it's kind of like a explanation of the thought process of the gift givers. So we know that the answer is offer an explanation. It They tell you about the reasoning of the gift givers. Reasoning of gift givers. Alright, let's look at line 20. Number 20. The graph following the passage offers evidence that gift givers base their predictions of how much a gift will be appreciated on appreciation level, monetary value, own desires, and relationships. Alright, so this one talks about appreciation level and the price of the gift. So we know that B is correct. We have no evidence for appreciation level or desire or relation. No evidence. And the last one, the authors would likely attribute the differences in gift giver and recipient mean appreciation as represented in the graph to an inability to shift perspective, an increasing materialistic culture, and a growing opposition to gift giving, a misunderstanding of intentions. Okay, in line 63 or 65, we have that. Okay, first of all, we know it's not B because we have no evidence of materialistic culture. It seems that it's related to the price, like the less or more expensive gift, but it's not related. Um, and C, a growing opposition to gift giving. We know that this isn't correct because they're giving $30 billion worth of gifts. And D, misunderstanding of intentions. Um, all right. In 63 to 65, it talks about different perspectives, but perspectives isn't necessarily intentions. We don't know the intention of the gift recipient. We know the perspective of the gift recipient, but not the intentions. So we know that D isn't right and A is the answer. Alright, now thank you for watching my video, and on my next video, I'll be working on the third passage of the SAT practice test. Alright, thank you.